Hey beautiful people, so this video is about how I regrew rose from some cuttings, and I use cinnamon powder to get these babies to grow, and I kind of documented some of it. So I just want you guys to see that it is possible, and probably try this experiment and chime in back and tell me how it's going for you guys. So let's get into it. So I started off with 4 cuttings, and I cut them at an angle and remove excess branches and just leave back the main branch. After I did that, I just simply dipped the branch in cinnamon powder and set up my soil and place a little hole in the middle and gently cover up the hole, not really squeezing the stem too much or disturbing it. And that's how I did the first one. So there you go. You can see that the cut is also at an angle and it is below a node. So, and the node is the little bump that you see there on the side. That's where the roots will come from when it is regrowing itself. So that's literally how I got it done. I tried to be as gentle as possible with the branch as I placed it in the soil, because I didn't want it to disturb or get rubbed off in the soil. Some of these cuttings had actual roses at the top. Eventually I did end up cutting them off, so I would not say that is mandatory. I rethink that one and cut off the roses. So there you go. I'm literally covering up all the areas that were cut and trying to rub against all the nodes also, because as I said, at those little bumps, that is where the roots will be coming out from. So hence why I kind of covered it with the cinnamon. There's another one with a rose on it, and as I said, I'm going to eventually cut off all the roses so that energy isn't wasted on keeping these petals alive, and it can just focus its energy on root stimulation. So I started this experiment with 4 of these babies, and this is them all set up. So after all that is done, the next thing I will be doing is to cover these plants with some clear bottles. You can use Ziploc bags if you want and if you have them. I, however, chose to use these bottles because I do have a lot of them at home and I want to make use of them. So I use my bottles to create this kind of dome-like greenhouse over each rose cutting. If you're going to use a bag or even a bottle, please ensure that it is a clear one that will let in light, because you do want photosynthesis to take place and root stimulation to take place. If the plants aren't getting any light, they will eventually die. So hence why I'm using clear bottles. Alright, so just make note of that. And that is basically it, guys, in terms of what needs to be done. All I did next was to put them on a ledge that gets sunlight and keep the earth moist, and check in on them every now and again. Fast forward 2 weeks later, and 1 plant did not make it, and I had 3 going. And at this point I decided to remove all of the flowers that was at the top, just so that the energy can be focused on the roots. Jump again 2 weeks ahead, and I have 2 babies making it. I could have kept the other one, but it was due to my negligence, and a lot of things are happening around me. My garden got flooded out, I lost lots of plants, and I just was not giving them the attention that they needed. So I would not blame the method, I would more blame myself. With that said, this is how they were looking about 3 months in. And again, let's fast forward to just the other day, this was a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, and they have grown quite a lot. You guys can see how many branching off has taken place, how many new leaves, and I'm now getting another set of rose buds. So I am truly happy with this method, guys. I would give this method probably at 80%. As I said, I do think that I could have gotten probably all of the plants them. The first thing I think I would have done was just not to have any rosebuds on it, so that from the get-go all energy can be reserved and sent back down to the roots, or sent back down to root development. So that's the first thing I would have done, and just give them more TLC and attention. But I would definitely say this method works, and I think you guys should try it and tell me what happened. Send me updates, and I can probably do a part 2 with everybody propagation in terms of using, cinnamon. So yes, guys, this is how are my results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and comment below and tell me what you think. Have you tried this method before? Does it work for you? And what other methods can I try? Bye guys, thanks for watching.